Hey, it's Ed here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for SP500. I'll cover wave analysis with Elliott Wave Theory and provide multiple scenarios the price may take and explain why I prefer one count over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Starting here on 30-minute time frame and looking at the structures from the lows of 13th of October today. If you want to be seeing the high time frame structures, check out the Nasdaq video from the weekend where I went through the high time frame structures. There is very much similar to the S&P 500 expectations, so yeah, that's pretty much that. Now again, continuing with this video here on the smaller time frames. Here again we have two different scenarios from these lows. Either we are starting off with a impulse wave count or with a WXY or a corrective count. Let's check out the more bearish view first. Both these, however, are expecting higher prices, so they are still somewhat bullish in their minds. But again, let's go through these. What we had before was this ABC. This wave C did not get to the one-to-one extension here, which would again make me prefer more of this whole structure as an ABC. At the moment, I do think I prefer the 1-2 setup. However, that has issues as well. We're going to go through that with a bullish setup. Now here as well, we would have this as an A running flat here into wave B and then sideways into C. Again, it's not very clear what kind of structure we would have here. Possibly 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Not really good looking structure, but sometimes they are just not that good. Then after that point, again, we would have some kind of move upwards. I can't really get a good looking count here either. Maybe it is an extended ABC here, and then we would be getting some kind of ABC downwards. Possibly, of course, it could be already complete with this three-way structure, but I am expecting a bit lower still. Now, again, the expectation is that we would be creating a wave Y here, and this X wave was in place already. So we have some targets of 1-to-1 around $39.25. For this W, X, and Y overall. If we are looking at time expectation here for that wave Y, we would be looking at the 1-to-1 taking place around 26th of October. So there is definitely still more time for this to be had. Of course, again, we didn't really have a lot of time spent here for that possible B wave in here. However, this C wave took a bit longer, so we'll see how that turns out. Of course, we could be looking at this C wave again, another projection in time once the B wave is in. When do we think that wave B is certainly in? Well, we can't get the wave B here in the smaller time frame beyond the 1.618. So if this price here goes beyond the 38.62, at that point again we are most likely having this C wave in progress already, or this is something else here. But those are the expectations here on the bearish scenario. Definitely keeping both on track for sure. The bullish scenario is saying that we would have this as a 1-2 and 1-2. The only thing that I don't like about this is the wave 2 here, which is a bit larger than the wave 1 in comparison. So if we are looking at some of the targets here, we just missed the 2-to-1 extension and the 1.618 here. So generally wave 2 is not this large, is somewhat relatable to this wave 1 here. However, again, generally what makes a difference between a zigzag and a 1-2 is the second wave structure. So either the wave 2 or the wave B. In wave B, this one here is usually a bit larger and it fits into this picture as well. So that's why I have some doubts about this count as well, and that's why we are still tracking that bear count as we are, just because of this extension here in time here for that wave 2. Now again, it's not very clear that this is indeed a wave 1, but being bullish on this count, I think we have to be saying that we have this as a 5-way structure, although on smaller time frames we just can't even see that. It is very much of a significant high here on RSI, even on smaller time frames. So sometimes these are just not worth looking into too detailedly. But of course, could this be a wave 4 and 5? Sure, it is possible, but again, we're tracking the same 1.618 extension or retracement that we were on the bearish count which was again at around the, let's take a look, at the 3860 area. So if the price gets there, we can't have this as a B and C anymore, and at that point we would most likely be on our way to higher targets as we would, getting to that third basically. So that would be a area where on even on higher time frames we should be getting more momentum on here and take out the previous highs on RSI for sure. But of course that is just an idea that might not be coming true at all. Invalidations at these lows, first in relation at 36.42 and the second one here at 35.87. At that point again we wouldn't really consider this to be bullish anymore, because again this would be taking so much longer as a wave 2. It doesn't make too much sense. So at that point again we would be looking more towards the more bearish counts, at least locally. But yeah, I think those are the things that I'm at the moment watching. I'm expecting this B wave actually to be taking a bit longer than just this, because again, the reasons I said before, that B waves are often taking a bit more time than the A waves comparatively. So that is probably something that would be more realistic here. So 0.5 and golden pocket, definitely some areas I would be interested in. Let's see if there is something. Not really too much confluence. We can see that there is some kind of more volume coming in, starting right before the golden pocket here. So yeah, that is definitely an area of interest for me, sure. But I think that is pretty much all the reasons or the counts that I wanted to check out and present to you today. If you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes. Link to my free Discord server in the description below. And for now, I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.